And here it is, the long-awaited race. This time, to make things even more exciting, I've decided to start from the very back of the grid. Let's see if I can fight my way to the front. I got off to a pretty good start, managing to gain a few positions right away. The biggest challenge at the start is avoiding any collisions and keeping the car intact. If I damage it on the very first lap, I'll either have to pit for repairs or continue with a compromised car, both of which would put me at a serious disadvantage against the competition. Little by little, I'm making my way through the pack, which is definitely satisfying, but the race is far from over. I have an advantage in every corner thanks to my slightly aggressive driving style. I brake late and dive in sharply, forcing other drivers to give me space to avoid contact. It's a risky approach, but so far, it's paying off. And before the first lap is even over, I've already fought my way up to 12th place. The race is off to a flying start, but there's still a long way to go. Right now, every move counts. I have to be aggressive yet precise. One wrong move and I could lose all the positions I've gained. The key is to find the perfect balance between pushing forward and avoiding unnecessary risks. The competition is fierce and the cars ahead won't give up their positions easily. But with the pace I have, I know I can keep climbing. The real battle is just beginning. I still have time, and I know I have the pace to catch up and overtake more rivals. But the further I climb, the tougher the competition gets. The drivers ahead aren't just fast, they're experienced. They know how to defend their positions, and they won't just let me pass without a fight. Every move now requires strategy. I can't just dive into every gap recklessly. These guys know exactly how to close the door at the last second. I need to force them into mistakes, pressure them into braking a little too early, or take advantage of the slightest miscalculation. The intensity is building, and every lap counts. The question is, how far can I go? I'm doing a great job closing the gap in the corners, using my aggressive driving style to make decisive overtakes. Late braking, sharp turn-ins, this is where I have the edge. But as soon as we hit the straights, it's a different story. My car just doesn't have the same raw speed as some of my rivals, and they start pulling away. This means I have to be smart. I can't afford to just sit in their slipstream and wait. I need to make my moves where I have the advantage. Braking zones, tight corners, anywhere I can disrupt their rhythm and force an opening. It's a constant game of push and pull, but that's what makes this battle so intense. Every overtake has to be precise, every maneuver calculated. And with each pass, the challenge only gets tougher. I absolutely love this game. The sheer speed, the adrenaline. It's one thing to watch a race, but when you're the one behind the wheel, it's a completely different experience. Time feels like it slows down. You're fully immersed, anticipating every corner, every move before it even happens. It's almost impossible to describe, but you just feel it. It's like being in the zone, where instinct and reflex take over. The intensity is off the charts, and that's exactly why I enjoy it so much. Every second demands full focus, and every race is a battle that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Just 2 laps to go and my goal remains the same. I have to keep pushing forward. Every position counts, and now I'm battling with the top 10. Overtaking someone in this group is an entirely different challenge. These aren't just fast drivers, they're the best on the track, and they won't give up their spots without a fight. Every move has to be calculated, every braking point perfect. One mistake and I could lose everything I've worked for. But that's exactly what makes it so thrilling. The rush of making a clean overtake, squeezing through the smallest gap, feeling the car stick to the racing line, it's pure adrenaline. The closer I get to the front, the more intense it becomes. There's no room for hesitation. 2 laps, full attack, let's go!
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
What an attack. What a thrill. What an adrenaline rush. I'm fully locked in, my focus razor sharp. Every overtake feels like a victory. Every battle on the track is pure excitement. The car is dancing on the edge of control, tires gripping for dear life as I push harder and harder. The drivers ahead are fighting just as fiercely, and that only fuels the intensity. I dive into the braking zone, squeezing every millisecond out of each turn, feeling the raw speed as I rocket out of the corners. The finish line is getting closer, but I don't care about just crossing it. I want to climb as high as possible before that checkered flag drops. This is racing at its finest, and I'm loving every second of it.
Difficult strategy today.
Now, let's take a look at the replay of this epic race. Every move, every overtake, let's see how it all unfolded from the very start. The intensity, the strategy, the high-speed battles, this was one race to remember.